Recently, there have been a lot of videos of rude, inconsiderate, and frankly insane people circulating around the internet. Videos like this.
Humongous what? Is that sexual harassment?
No, it's humongous.
This person just spoke to me in a sexually harassing way.
I did not.
Yeah, he did.
This.
Don't fucking say hello. I don't play that sexual harassment shit. Let me get your address.
And this. Usually accompanied by some tagline like "Crazy SJW freaks out" or "Crazy feminist gets triggered," along with a whole slew of feminist and SJW cringe compilations that document similar happenings all across YouTube. I take issue with these videos, not because I agree with the crazy SJWs in the video, but because they're being used to unfairly represent a political group.
Today, guys, we bring you
the most triggered woman I have ever seen.
Nobody seems to care that feminists and other social liberals are being horribly misrepresented all across YouTube, as if these public freakouts are accurate representations of people behind these movements. No one seems to think that these people are just oddball lunatics, but are in fact prime examples of social liberals. There's this perception that there is a group out there actively seeking to be offended by white men so that they can get angry at them. Clearly people like this exist, but to use them as an argument for your agenda is just pathetic. Modern-day social movements aren't an organized hive mind that agree with each other on every detail and action. In fact, if you put me in a room with a random feminist, I'd probably disagree with them on many of their social beliefs, and they'd probably disagree on many things with another random feminist, and so on. So to say this is the same as this.
I'm a social scientist, and for me, looking at the evidence, it's very easy to see the overwhelming evidence that patriarchy exists.
Is just fucking ridiculous. It's not hard to see that YouTube is a predominantly anti-SJW place, and I can already hear all of you saying, "The point isn't that this represents the whole movement, the point is that these people exist." And of course they do. What if I told you there are plenty of people in the world who agree with you, who act similarly to these lunatics? Like this guy.
So we're supposed to punch men and not hit ladies and open doors for men, but not ladies? I guess so. And you're not properly servicing.
Is this all mine?
Maybe you should get on your knees.
Stout.
I love when women want better service than men, but they want equal service.
Yo, I love.
He's a self-proclaimed men's rights activist. How come this video hasn't been paraded around the internet, attaining millions of views, being portrayed as a typical men's rights activist? Or how about this lady?
You called me a nigger. Go ahead.
I called you a nigger. You're a nigger.
Or her?
And you fucking Jews.
Or this guy's parents?
Bring it! Queer, what's wrong with you? You don't tell lies on me, you little piece of shit!
Or this Trump supporter?
Say, bitch! Made in fucking USA! I'll fucking cook my burrito, bitch!
Do you think it would be fair for me to say that these people represent your movement as a whole? To assume that all of you anti-SJW types behave and think in this way? I'm guessing a lot of you want to point out, "Oh, that's not an intelligent person, that's just a racist," or "Oh, that's not your typical men's rights activist, that's just a really rude guy who happens to be a men's rights activist." Well, can you not see the parallel here? Every time I see that stupid humongous video with the title "Crazy SJW Gets Triggered," it annoys me to my core because I know thousands of people per day are given the impression that this is what the political movement is about. If men's rights activists got the same treatment, I know for a fact that YouTube as a whole would not stand for it. You would have every single rational anti-feminist YouTuber crawling out of the woodwork to make the claim that this guy
Maybe you should get on your knees.
doesn't represent their beliefs. The world is not in short supply of rude and inconsiderate people of all political beliefs, and when you cherry-pick the rude and inconsiderate feminists of the world to defame the movement as a whole, you're not being rational or logical, you're just being petty.